Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of Fantastic Four issue 31, 2022. Oh, that looks kind of crazy, and we don't really have this happening in here. Now, we do look and see a different kind of things for the Fantastic Four, but this is more of a, okay, we need to attempt to do something because things are getting a little bit gnarly here. So let us crack into this. We start off pretty much reiterating how the Fantastic Four goes on. A young woman, her kid brother, the man she loves, his best friend. And a desperate launch into space. And I really kind of like this. Like, it really showcases very well these 2 pages, this just 2-page spread. The cosmic rays and everything, the rack, tack, and everything is like, holy shit! And then we see that it's Valeria pretty much narrating what's going on, which is kind of cool here to get more into her head. I'm Valeria Richards, and I want you to know how this happened. I remember it. I was there, surrounded by it. It starts with my godfather, Victor Von Doom, but it really starts here, 26 hours ago. Done with therapy, Sweet Pea. And how'd it go? As we see that she's like making food and using the scale and everything. Good, I'm doing better. I'm so proud of you, babe. Love seeing the dog. But I also know this ain't something I chose. It's something Doom did to me. He always has his reasons, his wheels within wheels, which means it should be undone. I'm with you, Ben. Well, it's more than that. Back when Sue and Reed were missing, me and Johnny noticed our powers started to fade. We learned that if one of us loses our powers, all of us will. But that was when they left our universe. Do you really think the same thing would apply here? Beats me, Alicia, but I've spoken to the others about it in Marvel 2 and 1. It's like, yeah, I'm glad that Ben's like, okay, this is something that happened to me. It's not something he had any kind of control over. So at least they'll be ready if it does. So, hey, Devos the Devastator, it's been a while. Are you still in the only way to ensure universal peace is to kill everyone capable of waging war kick? And it's like, okay, definitely good Johnny banter there. It is my sacred duty! And I have tolerated your world for far too long, including you, Torch. But now, my Illuminator beam will take your sight, and with it the threat of your fireballs, as he tries to go blah, 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 blah. And I really kind of like how the beams and everything go, and how we've got the like diagonal kind of panels to kind of get there. It gives a little different kind of like movement of how you read it. Nah, see, Devos, we work together, which means I can bend your beam away from Johnny, and hey, is the energy powering your armor light-based too? Oh, Davos, you're making this too easy. Indeed, Sue. All for one, and one for all. The wordplay works better homophonically than lexicographically, but it's close enough to successful that I still like it. Spelling is, after all, arbitrary. You know what? I normally wouldn't have thought so about that, and agreed with Reed on that, but as I'm like going through it, I'm like, yeah, he's right. Guys? And then we see what they were talking about. Johnny goes, boop! Ah, that ain't good. I'm having trouble keeping my flame on. It's... Uh-oh. Guys! And I really kind of like, the way these pages are laid out. Because, versus your normal kind of paneling, it's more the white background and the panels layered on top of it. That gives it a different kind of feel, especially when you've got, the 3 standing there, actually now the 2. I've got you, Johnny. Not both hands, Reed. Devos will get away. He'll kill people. Not today, he won't. I've taken his armor entirely offline, so he's not doing anything. And this worked out pretty well. Didn't see any kind of pages or whatnot going on, so Fantastic Four has been pretty good lately on that. I can't flame on, sis, at all. We'll deal with it back at the house. It's as we feared. With Ben without his powers, the rest of ours are failing too. Yeah, but we got a reputation to maintain. I don't want our enemies knowing we're down to the Fantastic 2. Hey, can you drop the soundproof force field real quick? Sure. Ha! Devos, you fell for the old I lost my powers trick. I distracted you and then bam! Surprise attack! I still have my powers, of course, and I always will. And then to flame on and fly back home. Only it's such a nice day, I might just walk. Come on, Fantastic Four, let us leave now as heroes do. Our work here is done. Nailed it. It's like, yeah, Johnny, yeah, that won't make people wonder at all. And I like that even though this is more of a talking kind of scene going on, we do get a lot of movement and shifting of perspectives. There's a lot of things you can do when you are talking through something or trying to give plot exposition. That night, everyone discussed what happened. Johnny was down to only a few minutes of flame each hour, and already it hurt Dad to stretch. We had to do something. Spent over a decade trying to cure you of your condition, Ben, and now we all want the opposite. Well, at least we can't say life ain't interesting. Yep. Well, on that, Joe, Nikki, do you want to share the idea you had earlier with everyone? Thank you, Mother. And I'm like that we get a little bit more out of Joe and stuff on this as well. Joe and Nikki. Me and Joe talked about it, and if you got your powers from cosmic rays in the first place, Dad, then why do you not simply expose yourself to them again? It's a nice idea, kids, but, well, wait, why don't we? The issue, Joe, is that typically cosmic rays don't affect tissues at all. Astronauts are exposed to them all the time, on both the International Space Station and the Moon. Sure, honey, but the ones that hit us were different than normal. That's the heart of the issue. We need to be hit by these same remarkable cosmic rays that gave us our powers, and those only exist at a single moment in history. Well, we can't go back in time to your origin. That's way too risky. Any changes there might rewrite history and ruin everything. Keep that in mind. But that's not the only source of those cosmic rays, is it? What do you mean, Franklin? We live in a multiverse, remember? Any problems there, and we'd still be able to fix them without altering our own past. Great Scott, of course. Travel to an alternate universe where our alternate selves are meeting those cosmic rays for the first time, and expose Ben there. We'd need to be invisible so we don't change history for them either. Not a problem. My powers are fading too, but at the rate they're going, I should be able to do that for maybe another day. Estimating 5.5 hours to combine a temporal and multiversal slipstream engine, plus the time required to provision a pre-existing vessel, say the Fantastic Car. That could work, as we see Reed and Valeria get to the same conclusion. Though I think by the end of this, we might have to think of Franklin being the one that kind of potentially will have to, get things straightened in order. We have to get to the Baxter building now. I'll grab the spacesuits as everybody's like, yeah, let's move. It didn't take long for us to locate an alternate universe where the Fantastic Four were just starting out. Look, there we are. They are. Then it looks like it's time for old Ben Grimm to take a hand. That is, if he can maneuver inside this giant monkey suit. Of course, they've given him a bigger suit for when he turns back into the Thing. You need room to grow, Stone Dome. Or would you rather turn back into the Thing and then suffocate? I know, Matchstick, I know. It's just tricky, that's all. Look, cosmic rays. Here they come. Of course, we see him getting hit by them. Mom shielded us from the storm. While outside, Ben was exposed to its full power. Far beneath us, the four explorers on this world's Marvel 1 rocket collapse. The ship's autopilot takes over, returning them to Earth, safe, but forever changed. Of course, then showing that off. Thing is, I just thought of the biggest kind of issue is that they just let Ben do it, where in most of the times they had to have all four of them getting hit. Maybe I didn't think about that. But sadly, for my Uncle Ben, it ain't working. He's still the same guy he was at the start of this. I'm sorry, old friend. There may be something unusual about this universe's cosmic rays. We'll try again. Appreciate it, Reed. Got the next coordinates punched in already. It's like, okay, let's kind of get this working. Preparing for multiversal transit. Generating intratemporal portal. Engaging slip drive. It'll work, babe, I promise. It'll work. As we see Alicia trying to comfort him. Whoop, whoop. But it doesn't work. Oh, and see here? Here's where the staples are. Still doing pretty good. Doesn't work over and over again. We watch through telescopes as far below other versions of the Fantastic Four get their powers. Most are recognizable. Some are wildly different. Seeing like Thor, Hulk, fucking Wolverine and shit. It's like, whoa, that's a weird one. Some manifest in different ways. An invisible woman who can't become visible again, and so must wear a mask. A Mr. Fantastic who gets weaker the more he stretches. But every time they get their powers. As we see, of course, different kind of variations. We see scrolls and stuff, which is kind of cool. Oh, shit. That kind of reminds me of the Teenage Shark Show. Oh, God. I didn't even figure that one out. Oh, no. No, I gotta figure this one out. Oh well. But it was similar to damn Damn, that was actually a pretty interesting one. I just thought about that when I was looking at this. That's kind of cool. But not pertinent to what we're seeing right now. My Uncle Ben, let me see. They get their powers, and every time, my Uncle Ben gets nothing. This ain't working. I've observed the same, Ben. It could be the cosmic rays from an alternate universe can't affect us in the same way. Perhaps it's some internal resonance unique to each universe, absent in our case. We may be the wrong type of matter. Of course, that's just a theory that fits the facts. I need more data. Exactly. That's a good thing about Reed, where it's like, okay, that's just a theory that works at the moment. We don't have any hard proof on it. I should have a few more force fields in me, honey. Preparing for next transit. I glance behind me, and I see our pilot has all the data he needs. Quietly, casually, without alerting the others, he alters our next space-time coordinates. Valeria, seeing and knowing what's going on, it's like, oh shit, but allowing it anyway. Boom. I say nothing. Ben's right. Before this happened, Mom could hold an invisible bubble of air pressurized around the Fantastic car for hours. Just for fun. Just for Johnny. But now it's taking everything she's got just to keep our shield going. She's losing her powers. They're trying to hide it from us, but we are absolutely running out of time. So I let it happen. I say nothing. I say nothing. And we see Ben getting hit by the rays and turning into the thing. I can only imagine how Uncle Ben felt when his body finally reacted to those strange cosmic rays. Now, how it felt to finally transform into the right shape. And far beneath us, the 4 explorers on the Marvel 1 rocket collapse. The ship's autopilot takes over, returning them to Earth safe. It's like, okay. Then we see this, showing that they're alright, because Ben took all the rays, but unchanged. Uncle Ben's body absorbed most of the cosmic rays meant for the ship. Caught in the umbra of his cosmic ray shadow, their past selves receive only a minor dose. Enough to knock them out, sure, but not enough for any lasting effects. Mom and Dad, Uncle Johnny and Ben, they don't become the Fantastic Four anymore. Which then, of course, leads us to this crazy-ass page here. I'm me again. It worked. Mom and Dad will never conceive Franklin and me. Uncle Ben and Aunt Alicia will never adopt Nikki and Joe. In one terrible moment, everything changes. Leash, it worked. And we cease to exist. Continued next month. It's like, how do we fix this here? This is gonna be a hell of a one. We get the fan page. And then we see next. This one's definitely like a big kind of cliffhanger one. I do like that they take it seriously with the Fantastic Four losing their powers. And that if one of them does, all of them do. I'm just wondering why they didn't think that they all needed to potentially probably be exposed to the cosmic rays in order to do this kind of thing to begin with. Since trying to do it one... Now, I'm not saying that that's a knock on, like, the writing. It's like, oh god, they should have thought of that because Ben then absorbed all of it. It's like, oh shit. And of course it was only working with their kind of frequency. There had to have been a kind of time. Now, them losing their powers, yes, that's a bad kind of case scenario. But then, that is when we needed the other, quote-unquote, I'm calling them the Fantastic Four, Nikki, Joe, Franklin, and Val, to do their kind of thing. Maybe wake up Franklin's powers and be like, we have a, like, he's got them hiding at the moment. It's like, kid, we got this issue. We need some fucking help here. I mean... but yet, they didn't think of that, and they went ahead on their course of action to have their kind of consequences, so now they're wiped from existence at the moment. It's like, I know a lot would be like, okay, they're gonna undo this, yeah. I'm like, yes, but how are they gonna undo this? They're fucking gone at the moment. It's like, holy shit. So we'll have to see how this kind of works out. Of course, this will be leading to the relaunch. We've got issue 32 and then 33. God, we're getting close to 700. This is 724. We're getting close to 750 for the Fantastic Four. Getting a lot close to certain kind of ones as well. So we'll see how that kind of works out. I am interested in it. I like the art and everything that's going on here. Showing Ben getting back into his Thing persona. And, man, I've been happy with this. Can't wait to see what happens next. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.